Yeah, good evening all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not, right?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Fine, thank you. So in the last session, right, I was briefing you about why Python and who can learn Python and how it was built. Python real-time applications and the Python usage, Python comparison with other programming and reasons why Python is suddenly super popular, and Python scope and job market. So Python is a general purpose programming. Any kind of applications we can develop. It's not purpose based. It's not for a specific purpose or a particular purpose. Any kind of applications we can develop using Python. Multi-programming, Python, multi-programming features. That's got multi-programming features. What are the features we see in different other programmings? All those we see in Python. High level language, it's human understandable, it's portable and machine independent, can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Interpreted language, line by line execution we are going to see, right? And user friendly programming or programmer friendly programming, which provides simple syntaxes, right? Which looks like normal English statements. So as I said, there are two types of languages, low-level languages and high-level languages. Low-level languages, they are not human understandable. They are not portable. They are machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. High-level languages like Python, right? They're human understandable. They are portable and machine independent, can run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. So Python has got multi-programming features. So it has got Python has got procedural oriented programming features like C language. It has got object oriented programming features like C++, Java. It has got scripting features like shell script. It has got scripting features like shell script and modular programming features like modular 3. Has got like modular programming features like modular 3. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python provides for the various domains, right? Yes. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python provides for the various domains, whatever. So like procedure oriented like C language, object oriented like C++, Java, we can develop applications. Modular programming like nearly 89,300 modules it provides for various environments, right? So previously the usage of Python was very less. If you see in 2010, 3% usage of Python, but 43% usage of Java. But after 10 years, right, you can see Java usage decreased to 19%, Python increased to 31%, right? Yes. And 89,300 modules related to some models related to data science. There's some models related to big data, some models related to networking, some related to testing, some related to operating system, separate models we have got. For every database, it's providing separate modules. For Oracle, separate modules. For MySQL, separate modules. SQL Server, it has got separate module like PyODBC. So using these modules, it's very simple to connect with any database, right? Python to connect with any database, it looks very simple by providing the username and password and the module name. And Excel files. And we can easily writing a Python code. I can create a Excel file with whatever name I specified, with whatever location, right? I can specify and create a Excel file. I can, by writing Python code, I can create a sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, multiple sheets within the Excel file. I can write data into sheet 2. I can read data from sheet 1. So all this I can do by using writing Python code. Even I can create PDF files by writing Python code, and if you execute it, you can check a PDF file gets generated, a XML file, a JSON file, comma separate values like CSV file. And we have got separate modules for this mathematical operations. For statistics, separate module Python is providing, right? For graphs, for normal graph, bar graph, histogram, scatter plots, stack plots. For any types of graphs, Python providing a separate module like matplotlib for plottings, right? Yes. And what kind of applications are developed by using Python? Mostly used for developing what kind of applications? So mostly used in creation of web applications using the framework, Python frameworks like Django, Flask. We have got many frameworks for Python. Django framework, Flask, Pyramid, Bottle, TurboGear. In this way, the most famous frameworks like Django framework. So at a rapid speed, we can develop a web application with very less coding. It has got its own database like SQLite, right? SQLite 3. And Python mostly used in creation of automation applications. You can see in the coming days, many automation applications going to be using technologies like data science, using technologies like IoT, using technologies like DevOps, right? So a lot of automation applications are getting developed, which are implemented by using Python. And for big data analytics, Python is also used within this big data analytics, right? So especially like Spark with Python implementation, PySpark we say. And for scientific applications like we got scientific Python, and for numerical analysis we got numerical Python. Separate modules there, like for game development, for gaming or game development, Python is providing separate frameworks for gaming or game development, like Pygame. Pygame is a framework given by Python for developing games. Not only Pygame, we have got other frameworks like PyCora, one more framework given by Python for developing games. And for 3D games, we have got like Python providing PySoy. Some 3D rendering libraries like PySoy, and business scheduling tasks. For scheduling tasks, right, we have got Airflow. Python is providing for business applications. Python is one of the best choice for developing e-commerce sites. And for database application, by Python is one of the Python, one of the hottest application of Python, like database application, where Python can connect with any database. You can easily connect with any database, right? And web scrapping data or harvesting data or extracting data from different websites. We have got like models like URL lib module for this extracting data from the websites. For audio and video applications, also, right? So we have got many applications developed by using Python. Audio and video applications developed using Python, right? Excuse me. Team player, C player. These are some of these applications which are developed already by using Python. Embedded applications, right? So the most famous embedded application, Raspberry Pi, right? Which uses Python for its computation, right? And desktop applications, single user console applications, for networking applications, right? You've got a separate framework, Python providing, right? Twisted Python. And who are using Python today? And top most applications built by using Python. Google is one of the best example of Python web applications. Yahoo using Python, YouTube using Python for its video sharing service, NASA using Python because of this Python hybrid multi-programming features. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python. Instagram, the prime reason for Instagram to choose Python is its Python practicality and its hybrid features. Netflix Netflix using Python for security automation and for subscription related. MMOG, massively multiplayer online games, uses Python, right? Maya, a powerful 3D animation. Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python. And Quora, Reddit, Pinterest are some applications developed using Python. BitTorrent using Python for its file sharing service. Maya, right. And for hardware, iRobot for military and commercial applications. And for hardware testing, companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all these they use Python for hardware testing purpose. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? So Python was introduced more than 30 years ago, but why all of a sudden Python has got super popular means very less coding we see in Python. Simple syntax is given by Python. Multi-programming features. Very less coding, simple syntaxes, multi-programming features, interactive mode. See here, a simple syntaxes which looks like normal English statements, very less coding, not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programming languages. Multi-programming features, right? Interactive mode, we can easily interact with Python statement by statement. It gives response for every statement, right? And wide varieties of applications. Okay, many built-in libraries. Right? Yes. Wide varieties of application. Just now I discussed about the various types of applications, right? And many built-in libraries and 89,300 inbuilt modules Python providing for various domains. Python comparison with other programming. Next is like Python comparison. Yes. Is my voice clear to all? Can anyone please confirm once again, right?
Clear, sir.
Python comparison with other programming, right? So I'll take a task and I'll try to write code in multiple programming languages. You can check how simple this Python statements as compared with other programming. You can just check coding wise, the length wise, and complexity wise, right? How simple this Python code, right? Yes. Task. Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition. Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition. Yes, at first I'll try to write this using Java, right? Later I'll come back using Python. Using Java first. Try to observe this code using Java, right? So if you've got knowledge on Java, you can just go through this code, right? Import java.io.start. Import java.io.start class sample. Public static void main. String aux. Public static void main. String aux throws IO exception. Throws IO exception. Public static void main string aux throws IO exception. Input stream reader ISR equal to new input stream reader. Input stream reader equal to input stream reader ISR equal to new input stream reader of system.in. Yes, every statement ends with semicolon here. Buffered reader. BR equal to new buffered reader. ISR. System.out.println. Enter the first number. Enter the first number, right? Yes. Whatever number you are entering by default taken as string. String S1 BR dot read line. Whatever you are entering, right, by default taken as string. Later we are supposed to convert to integer, saying like integer dot parse int. Integer dot parse int. Integer. System.out.println. I'll just repeat these 3 lines for the second number, right? Enter the second number. String s2 equal to br dot read line. Int j equal to integer dot % of s2. System dot out dot println. System dot out dot println. I plus j. This what the coding in Java, right? Yes. So just I'll copy this. Just I'll show you the execution in both. Compare this, right? In Java and Python. Paste it here. So every statement ends with semicolon here in Java. Fine. Save it. PM. Python 7 PM. Batch. Within this, I'll save all these Python files. And here. Sample1 dot sample dot Java. Yes. Just to go to this command prompt, just type this cmd in the search panel and go to this command prompt and just cd slash come out of this existing path, cd python 7 PM batch. Yes, Java C sample dot Java. Java C sample dot Java. If there are any errors, display the errors here. If no errors, can execute the code sample. Yes, enter the first number 10, enter the second number 20. Sum is what? 30. Enter the first number 10, enter the second number 20. Sum is what? 30. So just observe this code, right? I don't know like how many of you have understood this code. So what is class? What is public static void main? What is ever exception? What is input stream reader? What is buffer reader? What is read line? What is integer dot %? So it is little complex to understand this code, right? Those who are new to this programming, for beginners and learners, right? So in that to this code, you can see 10 to 12 lines of code. The same task I'll try to implement using Python, not more than 3 lines, right? Very less coding and simple syntaxes, looks like normal English statements, right? Yes. The same to add 2 numbers using Python by accepting the values from the keyboard, right? Yes. I'll just open this. Yeah. Python shell. It's in the Python shell, right? This Python, right? Python 3.11.4. File, new file, right? I want 2 numbers, x and y. Input, enter value of x. Input, enter value of x. Enter value of x, input, enter value of y. enter value of x, enter value of y. Print x plus y. That's it. This is what the coding in Python. So for the same task what we have seen in Java, this is the code in Python. Everyone can understand, right, what happening in each statement. Input value of x in the first statement, enter value of y, print x plus y. That's it. It looks like normal English statements, very less coding, right? And here, just like Java, here also in Python, whatever value you are accepting from the keyboard, you are entering from the keyboard, will be taken as string. We need to convert it to integer just by saying int, int of, convert to integer, typecasting. Before storing in x, convert to integer and store. Int of, enter value of y, enter value of x, int of input, enter value of y, print x plus y. Okay, fine. Now just save it, Control S, Control S, file, save. Test1.py, any name .py, right? Yes. Run module, enter value of x, then enter value of y, 20. Sum is what? 30. Right? Same like previous, but you see very less coding. You won't see any complex word or statements here, right? One more example, right? Yes. If I'm taking some list of values, thirty, 20, yes. I got some 5 values here. Print x prints the entire list. Print len of x, number of elements. Len of x means number of elements. Number of elements, right? And print the sum of x. Sum of x means, right, sum of all these elements of this list, right? Then is what? 5. Sum of x is sum of all these elements. Print max of x, maximum element, right? 50. Print max of x is 50. Print min of x. Max of x 50, min of x 10. Observe this output. Len of x, run module. Len of x is 5, number of elements. Even if you got some hundreds of elements, right? It just gives sum of x. Sum of x is 150. Max of x is 50. And min of x 10. So when in other programming language, we need to write the code, right? We need to write the code for sum of x, initially some value 0. We need to apply iterations, for loop iterations, get one by one value and add it, right? And finally printing the sum value. Even for max also. Right? Comparing the element with one by one element and returning the last max element. Min of x, which is the min value. That also same. First min value comparing with each one by one element and returning the final min value. Okay. Print sorted of x. Sorted of x arranges all the elements in ascending order. Arranges all the elements in ascending order, right? Yes. Okay. Sorted of x in ascending order, but observe this, it is printing in ascending order, then to 50. But if you want in descending, there is no separate function, right? The same function we use, sorted of x. Sorted of x means in ascending. The ascending, if you reverse it, V or SC, reverse equal to true. If you say reverse equal to true, yes. Ascending order, the ascending, if you reverse, then you will get in descending order. That's it. No separate function, right? Okay. If I want to add a new element to this list, 60. X dot append 60. X dot append 60 means yes, 60 gets added. Sixty gets added to the list, right? Yes. Print x, you can see one more element 60 got added. Run module. 60 got added. If I want to remove an element from the X list, which element do you want to remove? 40, yes. Simple, right? Simple syntaxes. Print X. Check it. 40 gets removed. X dot remove 40. 40 should have been removed from this. Yes. Adding element, removing element. And just observe two things. Now, next example, see that coding of Python and the importance of modules in Python. There are 89,300 modules. Just if you take any one example of one module, for every domain, for every environment, Python is providing module, has got built-in functions. We don't need to write huge tasks. By using the functions, we can perform the operations. For example, I'll take a example of a commonly used module like a math module. If I want to use mathematical related operations, I need to say import math into your program code. If I want to check what is present within the math, print directory dir of math. It will just displays all the properties of math. Now you can say run module. Run. Okay, so these are the properties within the math module, right? You can see like reminder, sine, sine h, square root, tan, tan h. We have got some variables like pi, variables like e. Just check this. What are the values? Print. I want to print within the math module. I want to print the value of pi. That is one. One more. Print within the math module. I want to print the value of e. Math.py, math.e. Run module. So pi value is 3.14. E value is 2.71. E value 2.71, right? Okay. For example, if you doesn't know how to use a particular functionality, you don't know how to work with, for example, this square root. How to use this square root, how to work with square root. Then you can say help. You can there is a help function in Python, just like print function. We have got help function, help on math dot sqrt. Just it going to help you, right, with the syntax, general format. Help on built-in function square root in the module math. It is saying square root, you are supposed to provide one value x. It will return the square root of that value. Just provide one value, right? Print math dot sqrt of one value 16 I'm providing. It gives the square root of 16. That is what? 4. Run module. 4, right? Okay. Similarly, if it doesn't know about any other particular functionality, right? Yes. Right. We have got like POW. POW, right? Power. Power, right? Yes. Power expecting. Okay. Just you don't know about how to use power. Say help on math.pow. Math.pow. Power expecting, right? Okay. Math.power. How many values we need to provide? And help on built-in function power in the module math. Power expecting two values x, y. It is returning x to the power of y. X to the power of y. Math dot power x. Okay. So print it. We need to provide two values, right? Math dot power. It is expecting two values, 10 comma 3. 10 to the power of 3 it returns, right? Power symbol means double star. Run module. In this way, you can get help on each and every functionality. So power expecting two values x comma y, I given 10 and 3. Returns 10 to the power of 3000, that is right. And if I give one more example on this module, you see here, no need to come, just if it says square root of 16, we use power of 10 comma 3. In this way, built-in functions, we have got many functions. And it is very simple to generate a graph in Python. So for that, we have got a module called matplotlib. There's a module called matplotlib. Within this, we have got a property called pyplot. Instead of using this very big name, always like here we use math, right? We can use alias name or shortcut name as P, you can say, or PLT, any name. Instead of using this very big name always in your program code, and say this PLT. Now to plot a graph, you require plot function, and we require x coordinate values. I'm taking 1, 2, 3 as the x coordinate values, and y coordinate values like 5, 7, 4. Y coordinate values. PLT dot show. That's it. A graph is going to get generated from this x and y coordinate values. Plot a graph and plot PLT dot show. Save it. Just check it how simple this Python statements run module, right? Let's check this. A graph is generated in this way. So just check this. 1 x coordinate 1, y is what? 5. 2, 7, 3, 4. Two, 7, 3, 4. For example, if you see in the output, you got a solid graph. You got a solid graph in blue color. But I want dotted graph. I want different graph, dotted graph. That too in a different color, right? So if you want some dotted graph, keep comma here and give hyphen, that's it. And if you want to color COLOR equal to green, you got blue. Now I'm saying green. Run module. You can see green color and also in dotted line format and green color, right? And for example, okay, plot, for example, we'll take it as like age and income for 30 years, for 40 years, for 50 years, and for 60 years. What are their in age and incomes? For 30,000, for 40,000, for 50,000, or like 35,000, and for 60 it is 50,000. Their salaries are given, right? Age values and salary values. X coordinates are ages, y coordinates are salaries. Show the graph. That's it. You can see a graph in this way, right? Yes. For 30, 30,000. For 40, 40,000. For 50, 35,000. For 60, it is 50,000. You got a solid graph in blue color. I want, what is this x-axis? What are these 30, 35, 40? And what is this y coordinates? I want some label. So it just, you can say like very built-in functionalities you got like PLT dot X label, x-axis label. X-axis label is what? Age. PLT dot Y label. Y label is what? Income. And I want some title for the graph. PLT dot title. Sample graph. Just 1 second. Run module. Run module, right? Yes. So if you can see this in the age, you got as x-axis label, income axis, y-axis, and sample graph as the title. In this way, just write. And one more small example, right? Generating graphs. Import matplot. See, instead of plot, if I give bar, bar function, bar graph generates. If I instead of plot, if I give PIE, pie graph generates. Instead of scatter, if I give scatter plot, stack plots. HIST, if I give histogram will be generated, right? So just observe these statements, right? Matplotlib dot pie plot as PLT. PLT dot plot, not PLT. So for example, mobile sales. Mobiles like you got like Samsung, Vivo, Oppo, OnePlus. So this mobiles. For example, May sales. May sales are like this. Samsung 55 sales, Vivo, see that Samsung 45, Vivo 10, Oppo 15. Then 30. Now I want PLT dot pie graph, PLT dot pie of on May sales. I want May underscore sales and labels. Labels equal to right? Yes. Mobiles. Labels equal to mobiles. Just generate a graph PLT dot py and PLT dot show. Just observe. Control S. Can you see Samsung 45, OnePlus 30, Oppo and Vivo, right? Yes. Yes. Simple, right? Do you see any complex word here? Yes. Even if you see, okay, just PLT dot py, PLT dot plot, PLT dot HIST for histogram, PLT dot bar for bar graph. Yes. Yes. If you take one complex graph, for example, I want like stack plot. We can see this stack plot. If you got 5 activities you did, right? For example, days 4, 5. What are the activities like playing, working, eating, sleeping, right? So day 1, 7 hours you have spent for sleeping, 2 hours for eating, 7 hours for working, 8 hours for playing. 8 plus 7, 15, plus 2, 17, plus 7, 24. Day 2, this is the time. Day 3, day 4, day 5. So just PLD dot stack plot I want. Observe this days as that X coordinate, all these 4 activities as Y coordinates. And for these 4 activities, 4 colors. Magenta, cyan, red, black. X-axis label days, Y-axis hours. Title, some title you can do, right? You can check this, how the graph generates stack plot in this way. Just I was showing you some sample examples how simple generating graphs in Python. Day 1 is the first 7 hours sleeping, 2 hours for eating, 7 hours for working, 8 hours for playing. Day 2, sleeping increased, eating increased, working increased, playing decreased. Day 3 decreased, day 4 increased, again day 5 decreased. But you can see days as the X coordinate, hours as the Y coordinates. Okay. In this way, you can generate graphs. In this way, we can not only this, right? Any other, we have got thousands of modules. You can perform it by writing, by you making the use of modules. Once again, you can check this course content, right? So in brief, in depth, we'll be discussing about this Python basics, Python operations, operators in Python, Python IDs. In real time, we use PyCharm, Anaconda distribution, Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse, flow control statements like basic Python, looping, strings in Python, collections, Python lists, Python tuples, sets, dictionaries in Python, functions, right? And modules in Python, packages in Python, errors and exceptions handling, file handling in Python, object-oriented programming concepts in brief, different modules like regular expressions module, modules related to database, installing of database. Also, I'll show you Python datetime module, operating system module, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closures, decorators, GUI programming, graphic programming, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to data science, Python, Pandas, NumPy, and Matplotlib. These are the things I'll be discussing in Python, right? Nearly 70 hours I'll be spending, 2 months of duration. The course fee is just 5K. It's an offer batch, right? Yes. Okay. And for people who go for full stack, right? Django, in brief, web framework, Django installation, Riot architecture, applications creations, views, templates, models, and Django web development and technologies like HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, and this will be covered, right? Yes, in brief. So total full stack, the fees is 10K, and the duration for Python 2 months, and for that Django and that web development, right? It's like 2 months, 4 months. If anybody wants to go parallelly also, they can go parallelly. You can understand. Weekdays, Monday to Friday Python, and weekends, Saturdays, Sundays, Django batches are available. Any queries from your side? And from tomorrow, we'll be starting with the basics. From tomorrow, we'll start with tomorrow I'll just start with Python installations, Python versions, Python software foundation, Python execution modes, all this, right? Yes. You can see in the chart panel, a big message is given by this online team about the payment process procedure, right? The numbers were given, the bank details, all this, and also you can make a note of the mobile numbers, right? If anything, you can call. Any queries from your side? And as I said, you'll be getting the recorded videos of this session. Every day you'll be getting the recorded video, and the class notes you'll be getting, and the assignments and tasks will be provided, right? Yes. Any queries or any?
Sir, any WhatsApp group regarding Python class?
Yeah. WhatsApp group will be created, right? For all this, once everyone got enrolled. So after 2 days, right, a WhatsApp group is going to be created, right, for technical discussions. If you got any error, no need to wait until the next class. You can take the snap of it and post in the group. Anybody can answer. I'll be answering it. Fine. And Sessions will be interactive sessions. You can ask queries at any point of time. You can unmute yourself or you can type your query in the chat panel, right? Fine. So tomorrow also you can attend the session same time using the same link, right? To see more on this Python. Fine. Yes.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
So if actually I've received a mail at around PM. So regarding the course and the payment. So if I want to go for the full stack course, then I can pay directly 10,000 rupees on the mentioned mobile number, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So that's exactly because I was wondering if I get a separate email for a full stack or separate link for full stack course and separate link for Python basic course.
So if you see in that chart, they have given a message, right? For Python, it's only 5,000. And for full stack total, right? Python, Django, UI, all this, right? It's 10K. So don't forget to share your screenshot after you do the payment. Forward your screenshot to the mail ID provided, right? DURGASOFT online training
Okay.
at gmail.com. So that they'll be, once the link gets changed, they'll be forwarding the new link. Yes, paid link. Fine. So
Okay,
yes.
sir.
So tomorrow you can attend the session same time, like 7 p.m. using the same link, right? Yes, fine. So I'm stopping for now and we'll continue tomorrow, more discussions, right? Thank you for your time. Thank you all. Yes.
Thank you, sir.